Yes, people. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a grind this week. I've been doing bear shows this week, and I've also been on other people's channel. Do you know what I mean? So it's been good. It's been good. Getting back, kind of getting back in the swing of things after not feeling so well, and obviously had family issues to deal with as well, which I'm not going to bore you with again. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's great to be back, properly back in the day. And just in time at the day for the Premiership. The Premiership starts again, and we are the first kickoff on Saturday morning. But before I start the show, please can you like, subscribe, and comment to the channel? Okay, when you do these things, it helps me bring you good daily content. Okay, good daily content. So like, subscribe, and comment, and also hit the notification button. Okay, cool. Right, I've got two really wonderful guys at the end of the day in the background waiting to come on and obviously have their say about the game this weekend. Do you know what I mean? Right. This Man City supporter, Patrick, I've actually done. He's putting in his he's putting his jersey now. He's putting his jersey. He is so shameless. I can see with the background. He's shameless. I've actually done a stream with him before. He's been on my Red and Blue show and stuff. Very, very nice guy. Really nice guy. Very knowledgeable about football and his team. So if he's ready, got his scarf on as well. Shameless. I'm gonna bring him in now. Patrick, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. I was just getting ready because I realized, oh yeah, I have to come and represent. So I'm here on behalf of Man City, as you can see. So look, I, well, you have the Liverpool cap on, so I had to match your energy. So I took this. So
Listen, I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad that you're well, and I'm
yeah,
gonna keep. I'm gonna let you. Trust me, I will let you wax lyrical about Man City.
no, go ahead.
I will let you do that. The other guy I've got in the background is a good friend of mine. He's a friend of mine and also a friend of the channel as well. He works extremely hard on his channel. Do you know what I mean? Really, really hard on his channel. Brings out good content and stuff. And he's literally a really good friend of mine. So I thought, you know what? Um, I spoke to him earlier on. He said he wanted to come on. I said, sure. Without a doubt, sure. So here is the stat man himself. How you doing, sir?
Evening. Nice to see you, and obviously looking forward to divulging in some business. It's nice to see Patrick's got the right top on for a change. I think last time he wasn't too sure if it was Arsenal or Man City or I mean, he's only supported them since 2008, so we'll give him his credit, But looking forward to this. And he's managed to put the right top on. He's got his Arsenal top on behind him there, so don't worry about that.
With his half fancy and half. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. This was one of the ones I think Riyad Mahrez took a picture with, and once he took a picture, it looks good. You know when a jersey looks good on the players. And
Yeah.
I was like, let me get that. But when it came with this thing of down the middle, I know it's part of the history of the club, but it doesn't look great sometimes. It just looks like a traffic man or something. But it's one of the ones in my collection. Uh, Definitely looking out to buy the last season's one with only the red and black. Not buying any jersey from this season, even the white one. Trust me, it looks great on camera, but go to the shop, it doesn't look great at all. You know what I mean? Some of these jerseys look great on these football
Yeah.
players. Once you wear them in the puppy, people are like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Listen, I'm gonna sort of like see who's in the comments straight off, and then we'll get our teeth into the show. Statman stabs himself. He's right here. Do you know what I mean? He says, "Big up, Ravi, lad. You're good, Ravi," which is a long support of the channel. Says Statman, yo, not bad. Hope you all good. All good, mate. I'm on his show, so it should be good. Facts. Big up, Stat Man. Ravi, big up Ravi, man. Hope you got some. I hope you got some good questions for us. Didn't know.
Lavi, you're back again. Lavi, you're back again. I know Lavi. Lavi, I know him. Lavi, you're back again. I haven't seen him in a long time.
God said Luffy about Justin.
Man, they showed some catching this year on these channels. I think 2 days ago it was Rick Ross. The other day is Roof of Andros. Now, my God, we're getting there. We're getting
What did he say, Rick Ross?
there.
Oh dear.
Okay. Brian goes, that's cold, Ravi.
Pick up that,
Big up,
Brian.
Brian is a good friend of mine and a good friend of the channel.
Big up, mate.
I think he lives Waterford. That's where he lives, Waterford, in Ireland.
In Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, that's where he lives. Really, really nice and genuine guy, man. Trust me. Ravi says Patrick still has the framed picture of Sven Goran Eriksson.
Lavi, I see you've missed me. Lavi used to also come on my channel and fight with City fans, but I don't know. He went a bit missing these days. But anyway, big up to you, Lavi.
Ross, there is a few questions in the chat.
Yeah, I think further up. I think he's put them.
Is it up here? Let me see if I can see them. I can't see them yet. Let's see some. Anyway, I'll get to that. I will get to that. Put your questions back in again now, Rab, because I can't see it. Put it back in again, Rab.
He's put them in. He's put them in. Yeah, at 8:08 was his first question.
8 what?
8:08
was his first question. Let me see something.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Oh yeah, got it. Got it. Let me start that one. I'll start that one. Ravi always comes to some good questions, you know.
Yeah, he does. He always has a few.
Yeah, he got two there, but he always has some good questions. I remember when I was doing that show with Jez Collins the other day, and the Ravi was asking questions. I think with Jez Collins, I had to say, "Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question." You know, so Ravi is good though. He always keeps the chat engaged.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a really great guy. Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick. Welcome to the show. First off, welcome to the show. It's good to have you back. Do you know what I mean? After all that time. Right. Big game on.
Can I ask you a question? Is the reason why my invite to the Liverpool channel stopped because Liverpool were not doing well last season? Last season they stopped. This season they're back. Like
that was a minor.
I've been on Liverpool channel this season. Well, last season nobody picked up. Even when you text them and say, "Where you?" They're not picked up. Just like,
listen, you are so shameless. You know that.
I'm just asking because I've noticed this season when even the time at the beginning of the season it was quiet again. But recently,
I had you on a show last season. What are you talking about?
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
I had you on the show last season.
Did you?
Yeah.
No. Last time we had on the stream was way
before.
Red
and Blue show wasn't last season then?
No, I don't think so. I think that was way before. That
was
just
after last season.
No, I'll check, but I don't think he was on any Liverpool channel last season.
Nah, man, you come on the Red and Blue show. That was last season.
I'll check.
I'm sure it was still.
But anyway, thank you. Thank you for the invite.
That could be one of the reasons. It could be one of the reasons.
Everybody does that.
I ain't gonna lie. It could be one of the reasons, and like certain games last season and day, right? Some I didn't watch. Do you know what I mean? You know, because it was just like it was kind of like a situation where every Liverpool fan, knew what was wrong, but it never got sort of like dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. You want 1 minute? I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys.
Do you want us to continue talking?
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, you go. Go ahead.
So basically, this is I want to ask you because look, I can't lie. I haven't been watching Liverpool a lot, but I've been seeing that you guys are getting results this season, but somebody told me you guys are winning without playing with the DM. Is that a lie or true? Somebody said you're not playing with the DM. You're just playing
That's true.
with box to box and another midfielder, and that's it.
Yeah,
No
so
natural DM.
we haven't got a natural DM. We will have got a natural DM. We just don't play him. Our natural DM is
Guy from
Wataru and Endo, the Japanese captain. He's the DM we've got, but we're generally McAllister's been in the number 6, and then you've got Sobotlai and Gravenberg who have been playing the two further forward in midfield. So yeah, we've got a DM, but we just don't play him. Only in the cup competitions we've been doing that.
Why did they got him from RB Leipzig, isn't he? Was he RB Leipzig or one of these Red Bull?
Stuttgart.
I think. Yeah.
Stuttgart.
Why did you bring him in? Was it just in case things don't work out?
No, for experience more than anything. We lost Milner, didn't we? Obviously Henderson, so he's 30 or 31, so just for more experience more than anything else. He knows he's not going to get as much game time as he'd possibly like, but the reason why we got him is just, I think, more just for that experience more than anything else. So he brings that in abundance to his experience alone.
And how is McAllister doing? Because I wanted him at City.
He's a quality player, but he's not a DM. He's not a number 6. He's a number 8 all day long. Him and Sobotlai in that midfield position would be fantastic. I think he's wasted in that number 6 role. McAllister, he really is. He's a phenomenal talent, but he's doing a job for us. But it isn't. You can tell it's not his natural position, but he's doing a job for us right at this moment in time, and we're getting the results from sometimes not playing the best sort of football that we can do, but we're still getting good results, which is a sign of a very, very good side. And these two teams that are pitting themselves up against on Saturday are the two best teams in the league, without a shadow of a doubt. We've done it consistently for the last 5-6 seasons. No one can challenge you. Obviously, you look at it last season, you were only top of the league for what, 40 days out of 280 or something like that, and you still won the league. Whereas Liverpool and Man City will go side to side, don't we? Especially since Pep and Klopp have came in. There's no battle like it, and I think it's taken over the rivalry of Liverpool and Manchester United. In all fairness, I think it's probably the first game that we really look, well, certainly for me anyway, I look at when we are playing Man City rather than Man United, because I think now Man United have become the Everton of the laughing stock, really. So it's an easy 6 points, isn't it? So.
It's true though, and you know what makes me laugh is obviously pundits in the media who are United fans or ex footballers, they won't accept it because they're still pushing the narrative that they care more about Liverpool. But the funny thing is, Liverpool fans sometimes might come out just for the sake of banter and say we don't really care about you, we care more about United. But if you sit down on a day, the fear inside your heart. I used to have fear when playing United, like a fear. Oh, it's a derby. I sit there. I just sit on the chair. I don't care. I don't even watch the game. I can be at work. I want to look at my phone. I don't care anymore. Like there's no shaking. Yet when we play Liverpool, I don't know if it's just me. I shake on the seat. I am like this on the seat.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I think he's having a few mic issues. I think.
Yeah. Listen, might have to pop away now and again, because you're too well. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, no worries, man.
Go upstairs and sort of stuff out. You know what I mean? It's got to be done. Family first and all that.
Yeah. No, of course.
But yeah, picking up from what you said, do you know what I mean? But the games between Man City at the day, right, and Liverpool have taken over everything. Do you know what I mean? Because at the day, people used to look forward to sort of Liverpool playing Man City. I mean, all right, at one time people used to look forward to Liverpool playing Everton. You know what I mean? Yeah, when that was in the 80s and some parts of the 90s. Do you know what I mean? But then it became sort of the Liverpool and Man United thing, because obviously Man United was trying to obviously get more titles than league titles than Liverpool and stuff. So it was always a good watch. You know what I mean? to like say who's going to win this time. But I think what it is, it's like with the resurgence of Man City and obviously Pep Guardiola coming in, do you know what I mean? People are more, yeah, you know what? I've got to watch this.
Yeah.
I've got to watch this. This is sort of like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because like I've had Man City fans tell me in the day, right, that Liverpool is the only team that they get nervous when they play them. But that means home and away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get nervous. You know what I mean? Every time they play Liverpool, because they more or less know that well, this is competition for us. As you said it, back in as as Patrick said, back in the day, it was like the greatest fear was playing Man United. Do you know what I mean? But now in the day, that's become like a training ground game now. Literally, it's become a training ground game now. So naturally, now in the day, it's like fuck me, it's Liverpool now. Liverpool in the day that so like they get nervous, and I'm not gonna lie, we get nervous as well. I get nervous as well. You know what I mean? Like as a fan, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it and they like yeah man, I've got bare confidence and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because I know it and anything can happen on the day. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I still get nervous at the day, whether we're playing them at the Etihad or whether we're playing them at Anfield. I still get nervous, and it usually is a good game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It is a good game. So, other mate, sort of like, how do you think at the end of the day, sort of like that your team at the end of the day, obviously your team, Gundogan's gone, Marius is gone, and Laporte, he's gone. You know what I mean? So there are a few players at the day in your squad at the day that sort of like, that were standout players at the day that are gone. How do you think at the day that sort of like this time round that you will cope with Liverpool this time round?
I don't know. It's just Man City is a funny team, and the curse of Man City is Pep Guardiola. He's a blessing and a curse. What I mean by that is he will sit there, right? For instance, he will sit there, for instance, and not play a midfielder. And you say yourself as a fan, come on, you need to play a midfielder there. I know you love Julian Alvarez. I'm talking about even the game with Chelsea. If City played midfielders and counted that midfield, we're getting control. Because you could see when Kovacic came in that game, things were different. But he's got this obsession where he wants to play Julian Alvarez because he's saying Julian Alvarez is one of the best players in the world. He has to find a position for him. And once Pep loves you, it doesn't matter if you're a defender, he'll find a place to put you. So sometimes the downfall is that. But also, Jordan Alvarez been playing that role when he's on his day, he's trouble for teams. But if teams have a better midfield, I think like a strong midfield, I think Chelsea's midfield is underrated just because they're dog shit. But trust me, it's a very difficult midfield when they're crowded. But what I'm trying to say is this time with Liverpool, as I was asking Stadman said, I was like, what's going to but why are Liverpool playing without a GM? I was just trying to find the research because, fairness, right now with John Stones not in the team, playing Rodri, he's alone in that midfield. Everybody in that midfield wants to attack. So you say, how are we going to cope with you guys? The only scare I have from Liverpool is your forward. It's always been your forward line. But back in the days, you were balanced because when you had your man Wijnaldum in that midfield, Henderson in that midfield, Fabinho at the time when he was his peak, it was very difficult to get anywhere because you if you beat the front, you go through the middle. If you succeed in the middle, Van Dijk is in his peak. Gomez was playing amazing. Don't know what happened to him. I hope the guy is young enough. He comes back because I rate him highly. So that's my thing. But now people are saying it's easy to get your defense. But the thing is, trust me, right now as we speak, with the fact that we don't have a Gundogan, we don't have a KDB, we don't flood the midfield as much as we can. We only do well because when John Stones comes back once in a while, he helps flood the midfield. We are in a similar position with Liverpool. Both of us, our defenses are easy to get at. So I think this game depends on whose front line steps up and whose defense steps up. Because midfield, I don't think we can be. Is it back now? I think that was way before. That was way before.
I think that was from before. I think that's from
yeah,
before.
one of my ear things on the floor, so it couldn't. So I'm saying this game is who's a front line and back line steps up, but I see more of the front liners winning this. And you're right, Gundogan leaving, Riyad Mahrez leaving, they left the gap. Laporte leaving, not really concerned because I think he wasn't happy at City and he kept on sitting on the bench and we kept on winning without him. But looking at Salah, looks like the guy will never get finished. Looking at Nunes, as bad as he is sometimes at missing sitters, he's still a handful to most of defenses. To be honest with you, you guys shouldn't be shocked if this becomes the Chelsea City Part 2, where it's going to be blow for blow. Because as I said, people who, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
This is
people
my,
who are,
my heart couldn't take that. My
Yeah.
heart.
yeah, look at both teams. Who controls the midfield anymore? Nobody. Nobody will hold on to the ball. No, you know how when Man City play Liverpool, you hold on to the ball. It's a game of who's passing, this and that. Then they go fight. Then they score. Then they relax again. Now both sides, I've noticed the only solution they have is attack, because that's the strength they have. If you've noticed, Liverpool and City right now are depending on the attacks to build them up. Defense, trust me, even Ruben Diaz, as great as he is making schoolboy mistakes. So we'll see anyway. I don't know how we're gonna cope with you because even on our best, we couldn't cope with you guys. Both of us couldn't cope with each other. Now we've meeting each other where
Mm.
we're not very strong both sides. I don't know about you guys. How are you gonna cope with this Man City if they show up at the
I'll let
Etihad?
you. I'll let you answer that. Stats.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, especially when you talk about the likes of Gundogan, who absolutely unreal player. De Bruyne, another unreal player. I mean, it's when you take some of your best players, you've got players who can come in, and that's the benefit that you guys have got. I mean, obviously, Grealish had a phenomenal game against Trent last season. He absolutely butchered him on that left-hand side. But obviously, Doku is another unreal player. We've been linked with him previously. He's phenomenal. He's got pace. That me worry is, can Trent go into that transition of when we are on the ball? Can he go into that? Will he still go into that midfield as well, or will he go? Will he just stick to that right back position? Because in all fairness, you're playing against Man City. You're not playing against a Burnley or a Watford or whoever it may be. You're playing against a top world class team. So my worry is obviously Trent going up against Doku. I presume it'll be probably Doku over Grealish, and then obviously on the other side, I'm trying to think who plays on the right. I think Alvarez sometimes. Foden. What? Yeah, what a talent he is! What a talent Foden is! I mean, he scares me. He really does. But like you say, I think it could be won in attack. I mean, your defensive frailties are being there to see, especially Rodri calms your defense massively. When you obviously when he doesn't play, you've seen the results. When he didn't play, I think he got beat off Wolves. I think he struggled in a couple of games as well. But yeah, I think the forward line. I think Nunes is very, very underrated. I mean, he's getting the goals this season. He's doing well for his country, and I think the Nunes and Salah partnership will potentially be the difference of the weekend. But listen, it's gonna be an absolute great game. I never look forward to the game at the empty had, should I say? Prefer it more at Anfield rather than the empty had.
Look at him I came with peace, but he's throwing.
Can't expect peace, mate. When I'm here, you can't expect peace. But no, I mean, it's in all seriousness. I never look forward to this game. I really don't. The last victory that we had in the Premier League, 21st of November 2015, Klopp's first season in charge, we won 4-1. We haven't won since then, obviously, other than the Champions League game. So we haven't got a great record going to obviously the Etihad. But records are there to be broken. It's not going to be a comfortable game. It's going to be 90 minutes where your heart's going to be pounding. Mine certainly will be. But I'm going to look forward to it, and hopefully we're on the better end of the result, because we haven't had it all our own way going to away at Man City. It's not a fixture I look forward to, although I should do. But yeah, it's going to be a good game, and hopefully Liverpool win anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I echo a lot of what you said. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but I think games like Man City, Liverpool, however you want to phrase it, games like that, I think that's what makes the Premiership sort of like exciting. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because last season last season we wasn't challenging. Do you know what I mean? And there wasn't another team at the end of the day that can pick up the baton and do the same. I mean, we all thought that at the end of the day that Arsenal was sort of like was going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we all thought that. But, you know, I think what Arsenal don't realise, no disrespect to Arsenal guys and anything like that, because I've got a lot of friends that are Arsenal guys. But I think what it is at the end of the day, when you're challenging for the league and you want to win it, but it just challenging for the league, it takes a special kind of team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to literally at the end of the day, right, keep your confidence and always have in your mind the race is not for the swift, but we can endure it. You have to endure it. You know what I mean? You have to take the rough for the smooth at the end of the day. Even when you, if you draw a game or you lose a game, you have to still believe at the day that you know what, we're gonna win the league. Do you know what I mean? You have to have that mentality. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to sort of like, you know, show, sort of like tell some of the Arsenal guys is that when you lot came to Anfield and it was 2-2, I think that took all the fight out of you. You know what I mean? That literally took all the fight out. Because remember that day, you know, they was ahead. They don't usually win at sort of like at Anfield. If they would have won, and just imagine sort of like how much confidence that would have gave sort of like, you know, Arsenal. You know what I mean? And then obviously after that, and then they you know, when they drew against West Ham, they drew against Southampton. Everton. But the thing is about it kind of like took the Liverpool game and it kind of took the fight out of them. I mean, they lost against Everton before they played us. They lost 1-0, and then they played Everton again. I think it was in London, and they beat them 4-1. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So people naturally thinking, and they were, yeah, man, they're back on it. Do you know what I mean? But
but if you look nicely, I even say this to one of the guys. Somehow Arsenal that season, look, I give them credit, but somehow if you look at how they played certain games, they weren't getting lucky. There was a point in time Arsenal were playing home games every week, and you're like, when they started going away, you notice that there was a time when I was pissed off. I was like, who made this fixture? It was home. My friend was like, we're home again. I was like, are you away? Because I used to text my friend trying to get them to lose. He's like, we're home again. I was like, how are you home for the 7th time? It was just home. And they had these, and once in a while they were playing Chelsea. Then they go Luton, maybe not Luton, but with some shit team. No. What I'm trying to say is not the team that yet. But I'm just saying they play a team that's not great. And then they come, they play Liverpool. Then they disappear again. They go play somebody. But some guy on my channel, he also pointed that out. He's like, have you guys are playing a lot of home games? When they go away, I want to see that test. So when I started going away, they started those miracle wins. Remember the miracle wins?
Yeah.
Go. This is it. He's like, just wait. And he was only City fan. If we admit it, he was the only City fan who kept on saying on social media, this is not over. I think Arsenal are not mature enough because he fears only Liverpool. Like if you ever bring him to your channel, he tells me at the beginning of the season, I fear Liverpool. If Liverpool are in the Champions League, he believes we're not winning the Champions League. He says he believes that if Liverpool are in that Champions League, whether Liverpool are bad or not, he says we're not winning that Champions League because he says he knows Liverpool and he knows Klopp, how Klopp can push his players to say, look, we're doing bad in the league, but these guys are not getting the Champions League over us. He says we're going to be in trouble. So he said Arsenal are not winning it. I said, look, you're deluded, man. We argued on the phone. I was like, man, sometimes I admit that somebody's better than us. He's like, no, trust me. Then when it started going wrong, he called me. He's like, what did I say? Wait for them until they start going to away games and somebody figures them out. Then Moyes was one of the first ones to figure them out. Klopp figured them out that these guys, they will come at you in the first hours. Last minute, if you notice, they used to get tired. And that's it. When they get tired, you could go at them. And Klopp, that was a masterclass. I remember I was laughing. And I don't like Liverpool, but I sat there in the pub. Get them. I was like, get them. No. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. But this year, it's good. I was shocked to see you guys are second on the table. You've gone, you were down at the point in time, now you've just gone second.
Pat, what you look at, yeah? I mean, obviously, I know that that obviously Man City have had some good results, because if they didn't have no good results, they wouldn't be at the top of the table. You know what I mean? If that's good results. But if you look at it and right, you know what I mean? This season with Liverpool is a transition from last season. Because we fixed the problem. See, this is why a lot of Liverpool fans, and a lot of Liverpool fans that I know, you know what I mean, all over the world, and they were frustrated because the problem was there, and the frustration came in there because it wasn't getting fixed. You know what I mean? And we wasn't telling sort of like FSG and they to go out and spend 150 million here, 200 million. It just wasn't asking them to do that. We're just saying that they fixed the problem, and it could be very kind of cheap to fix the problem. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Because there was players out there for good prices in the day that can do a job in midfield, that can make bring energy to your midfield. So then, we come to this season and we've done a couple of buys and stuff in the day, right? So what you got now is all of a sudden you got energy. You know what I mean? Energy in midfield and stuff, So the results at the end of the day have mirrored the midfield sort of like energy. The results have done that. We was down to 10 men in a day against Newcastle. and Newcastle and one goal down, you know what I mean? And they had large parts of play but we was able to stand firm in the and then we just hit them with 2 sucker punches, you know what I mean? Towards the end of the and we won the game. Wolves was the same thing.
Yeah.
Wolves was the same thing, you know what I mean? We're down to 10 men. The only sort of like game that you could probably say in the day that sort of like they definitely wanted us to lose, was the Tottenham game, because not only did they send off one guy, they sent off 2 guys, and you know what I mean? We was down to 9 men, but even then at the day they couldn't break us down. They couldn't break us down with 9 men. So you see the sort of like the change at the end of the day in Liverpool. So when you see the change and you see the energy in sort of like in midfield, not to be like boastful to say this and that because anything could happen, but you kind of highly not surprised that they're second place because they fixed the problem that they were supposed to fix. Do you know what I mean? And this is what happens at the day when you fix a problem at the day, right? You start finding out that you start shooting up the table. Would Liverpool win the league? I don't know, but I think they'll challenge.
It's crazy this season, though. It's a crazy season. I don't like. Let's not forget that 3 weeks ago, Spurs were the media darlings and beaten and playing beautiful football. Angie winning manager of the month 3 times. How things have changed now. People are like, those guys are done. I don't know. It's just that. That's why I was asking that. That's why I was asking Stuntman. I was like, how have you been playing without it? Because I can't lie that I've been watching Liverpool. It's because I'm working, and when I'm working, even I haven't even watched. Can you believe I've watched City twice this season because of the work I'm doing? Very busy. So somebody said you're playing without a GM. That's why I was asking. I was like, how is this working? Because somebody said yes, they are also getting that defense is getting gone at City. Like City, we're having the same issues. Gundogan is not there. We used to hold the ball, rotate the ball. People are easy getting to our defenses. So I'm very intrigued to see how you go toe to toe. This game at the end also depends. As I said, Pep has decided to go gun ho this season. There's no possession football. There's no holding on to the ball. It's we go against you, you go against us. So it's blood for blood. Because Alvarez won't hold the ball for you. Alvarez is all attack. It's as if you're playing FIFA and Pep has gone full auto attacking. That's what he's doing now. So that's why I think some of the players haven't adjusted yet because they were used to holding on to the ball a lot. That's why Jack is on the bench. It's not like Jack is playing badly. He's had very good games. But I think Pep sometimes wants people just thinking fast on their feet. I think till De Bruyne and until Kovacic and Nunes settle in. Now Kovacic again injured. I don't know. This guy, I rate him.
Yes.
4 times. He's got injured 4 times at City within a month.
Pep and his mind.
Do you know, Statman, do you know who I'm looking forward to is Nunes? Because I think that's where the midfielder is, the Nunes fella. I think that's where the guy who can help us going forward. It's just that Pep says this guy hasn't trained properly with us. I think that's the only time I can smile going into games if I see Nunes in that midfield with Bernardo Silva and Rodri. becoming the three. But in the meantime, with Alvarez, trust me, there's times this season odds where Rodri is alone. It's just the miracle of the man that sometimes he's crazy. When Rodri is on a crazy form, you can't touch him. But when he's been overwhelmed by midfielders, if your guys start overwhelming him, he gets exposed because it's one man. One man can handle being pressed a lot. So we'll see how it goes. I hope it's a good game, but I know Salah is going to score because when you're playing Liverpool, you just write 1-0 Salah or you just put it on the side. I know you
Mm.
guys used to hate Sane, some of you guys hate Foden, and you hate Bernardo Silva. So maybe Bernardo Silva will get the score in this one too.
Listen, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna let you go through the Man City lineup. Okay, we'll do the Man City lineup first, obviously, because they're the whole team. You know what I mean, the whole team, and then we'll go through the Liverpool lineup, predictive lineup, what we feel at the day, sort of like it's gonna happen on Saturday. So we
Oh
all
God, I thought you were about to go for those combined things. Don't
Oh
say
no,
those.
thank goodness.
we all know at the day Ederson's gonna be your goalkeeper, isn't it? He's gonna be your goalkeeper. So we're gonna go.
Yeah, on a fantasy football. He's on yellow because of the hand thing, but I think he's going to play.
Of course he is. He's going to be fine. Along with the other 16 injuries, they'll be fine come 12:30. Trust me. Trust me. You know, Pep's
Who's
like
your,
listen, honestly.
who's your right
No,
back? Who's your right back?
I think Kovacic is. It's not happening. That man lied about his age. I think so. He lied about his age. Kovacic is not 29. Right back is Walker.
You haven't walked out. I'm literally. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Right, you're gonna go on things. So the floor's yours, my friend. The floor's yours. Okay.
So what about the am I going to be able to see the team as we're doing?
Yeah,
Or
gonna
is
be.
it,
Can you see the team now?
I can't see the team. I'm just seeing
All
myself.
right. I'll do what I'll do. I'll take you off solo.
Oh.
I'll take you off solo so you can see the team. Yeah, but at some time, anything that you will be going back on solo. You know what I mean?
You've got a bit of shit there, Patrick. I think there's some shit that you're holding up just there.
You find wrong? No. All right. So Walker. All right, so Walker. Kyle Walker is your right back. Centre back.
Here is where things go interesting because John Stones. I think I saw John Stones in a car taking pictures with fans, but I doubt he's going to play him. Is he going to risk him? I don't know. That's another guy who's now hitting 31, and if he continues getting injured, I think that's the reason why we bought Josco. I
I
don't
think.
know.
I think.
I want to say I want
I
to say Akanji, but
Akanji and Guardiola. Akanji and Guardiola. I think.
no. You can't bench Diaz in a game against Liverpool. That's like benching Van Dijk in a game against City on his feet. That's madness. Look at him. He's like put Akanji and Josco. Like look, Josco is going to be
Yeah,
great,
play him.
but
Yeah, definitely.
okay, look. I think Akanji and Diaz.
Akanji and Diaz. Okay. So Akanji going as a right
He's
centre
the
back.
right side. Yeah. Akanji goes to the right side. The guy plays everywhere. He even plays left back, isn't it? Sometimes. Akanji.
How are you spelling this guy's name? Is it AKJ?
AKA.
A-K-E-N-J.
Sorry, I can't even hear you now.
A-K-A-N-J.
J.
I. So A-K-A-N.
Yeah. All right, hold on. You might be here. It might be here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Akanji. Follow Kanji there. That's a name. You know what? Every time I always watch I used to watch Bundesliga, yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone used to call it his name Akanji and everything that, right? He used to kill it. I used to kill it. It's just that name. You know what it is, yeah? You know some people in life, yeah, right? Whatever country they come from, they've got people and they've got a typical name that represents that country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, you know, in like I don't know, in Wales it'd probably be Jones, you know what I mean, in Wales. England is Smith. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But
Hmm.
like, then you get something like a Kanji, right? It don't matter what his first name is, you know. You know what I mean, right? A Kanji at the end of the day, right? He's not exactly going to be English, is he? He's going to be African.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah,
going
but
to be.
another funny thing, you're
He
right. I don't.
really
What's
does.
his first name? Oh my God, we don't even care about his first name. You're right.
No,
Nothing.
but, what is it, Nate? You well said it there. You won't care about his first name, Nate. As soon as you hit a Kanji, you say, yeah, he's African.
Yeah, it's Manuel Kanji. It's Manuel Kanji.
You know what I mean? He's African. You know what I mean? What
Nigerian,
part
yeah, he's
is he from?
Nigerian. He's Nigerian, I think so, but he plays for Switzerland. He's the captain.
Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah. He's good though. He's
Hmm.
good though.
On his day, he is good. You know what's the funny thing, guys? You know that Akanji plays better as a left back and as a right back, but as a centre back, he makes mistakes, and they're
Yeah.
That's
very
good.
costly.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Look,
Hopefully he's
yeah.
got a few. Hopefully he's got a few in his locker on Saturday if he plays.
Now I've always rated Akanji. So even from Dortmund days, I've always rated him. You know what I mean? I think he's a really good player. Your left back is Guardiola, isn't it?
No, Josco. Just
Who?
J-O Josco.
Yeah, Garvidal, yeah.
He
Josco.
just I say Josco because the other name sometimes I butcher it, so I just say Josco. So
Just go in there.
Jossko.
JOSKO. Just go. Oh, there you go. There you go, fella. There you go. What is he? Hungarian?
No, Croatian.
No,
Croatian. Right. Your midfield, my friend. From right to left.
Rodri down the middle. Definitely not Phillips.
Phillips can't get in the team, can he?
Am I the only one who thinks if Liverpool actually got their hands on him, he could have actually done better in your setup than ours? I think he could have done better in a team that's upbeat like Liverpool. Because at the end of the day, like the disrespect that Philip gets, it's not because the guy is shit. It's because it's City. I think it's because of the system at City doesn't suit him. No, I genuinely think there's a good player in there. It's just I think City is not for him.
He'd
I
be
think
injured if
City
he came to us, mate. He'd be injured. He wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to cope with Klopp's system. You see, he wouldn't be able to cope with Klopp's system, and he'd be injured. So.
The lead system of press and attack.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't reckon that they sort of like you don't rate him for your team. You don't rate him for your team.
Yeah, don't even say him, please.
He can't even be that good of a player if he plays John Stones and Rico Lewis ahead of Calvin Phillips, can he? So come on, I mean, let's be serious now, you know.
As soon as he doesn't rate you, you're in trouble. Thank God you can't find him on the database. Just type Rodri. You're trying to find him on the database.
Who are you putting in there?
It's Calvin Phillips because Kalv. I'm not putting Calvin Phillips. I'm putting Rodri.
Who you putting in?
Rodrigo.
Rodri.
Oh yeah, I got it. Right, there you go.
Top one.
Yeah. Do you guys accept it now that this guy might be the best DM in the world right now?
Oh, by far, yeah. There's no question. I mean, Rice is.
You know what makes me laugh is I rated Fabinho very highly. How can a man drop like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me 10 minutes. I'll call you back.
Sorry.
All right, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
Cool. I'm just wondering, Fabinho, I was disappointed that how can you drop from grace just like that? Like what happened?
Because just his legs.
It's not like he's in his 20s. Come on, at 27.
Yeah. These legs, he couldn't. He was a quality player. I mean, obviously, it was touch and go at one point that Fabinho and obviously Rodri were the best two DMs in world football, I would say. But I mean, the drop off from Fabinho compared to Rodri, it was just Rodri's being consistent, and Fabinho was just consistently getting worse and worse, and it was just like a bystander at one point. You just could literally get past our midfield. No end, but yeah, or just tie your legs and needed to replace them. But yeah, you don't expect that big of a drop off, but unfortunately it was, and it was there for all to see, wasn't it?
I mean, Fabinho in his prime in the day,
Was
what,
quality.
what a player! But he just, as he said, um, some players get a drop off and the legs just go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and don't mean that they have to be like 33, 34, 35. Sometimes your legs can go sort of like before then. So I think at the day, sort of him going to Saudi and they was literally at the day sort of like a good move for him. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
In the way that his body can condition. And saying that about Brazilians in the day, we have to sort of like put a message out here, and because I mean it happened 2 days ago, and I did say it on my show. Our condolences goes out to Roberto Firmino because he's
Yeah.
passed away at the age of 62 years old. Do you know what I mean? So our thoughts and prayers go with the Firmino family. Do you know what I mean? And just rest in peace to his father. Rest in peace. A bit of a bad news because, like, Firmino at the day is like he's one of those players at the day that you love to have in your team because he never moans. He never moans. He just gets on with it with a smile.
Never cause trouble at all.
You know what I mean? He just does what he's doing, and but like so, and it can't be easy losing your father. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially at that age, at a very young age to lose, for something to die. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
62 that's a nothing age really when you think
No,
about
no.
it. You know what I mean? I mean, if he was, what, and then if he was in his 80s and that, you could probably understand. 62, it is young. Do you know what I mean? And apparently it was sudden as well. So
Yeah.
our thoughts and prayers goes out to Roberto Firmino's family. Do you know what I mean? So we got Rodri on the right hand side of midfield. Who
Yeah,
you
he's
going
always down the middle. Rodri's always down the middle.
Yeah, Rodri's a
to
DM.
one in the middle? All right. Okay. Let me change it. Let me change it.
You just drag him.
I'll just do it. I'll just put it in. That's fine. You know what I mean? Oh, shame. The wrong one in here.
There you are.
There you go, right there. So who's here and who's there? Who's here?
Unfortunately, if it was up to me, it's going to be both Portuguese players on the side. But nah, our maniac of a manager wants to play a striker's midfielder, so it's Alvarez on the right.
Alvarez.
Actually, he's playing a number 10, so he plays behind the striker. But you can put him into midfield, Alvarez.
Yeah. He's a good player.
So,
He's a good player.
just search ALV. It's LV. ALV.
Yeah. He's a. You know what it is in the day? I look at sort of like Alvarez in the day, yeah, and he's a good player.
No, he is. It's
He
ALV.
is.
He's a good player. He's a very good player. I mean, I don't.
Remove
I
the
think
A.
he does well in
No,
midfield.
remove the A and leave the V there. The A has to come off. So it's ALV.
Right. A
ALV.
L.
V.
Yeah. V L. Right. And ES.
There you are.
There you
You
go.
got him. Go back. You went to Z.
It's a
not
Z. It's a Z instead of an S.
That's an S there. Oh, Z. Same.
Z, yeah.
These
This
people,
is
man.
why I
These
just say
people
J Alvarez. That's
are
why I just say
funny
There you are.
when I'm searching him, I just say Julian. Yeah, in all fairness, you're right. To be honest with you, as much as I want Nunes because I didn't want
I
Nunes to
reckon.
go to.
I reckon he put him on the left, though. I reckon he put him on the left.
No, he puts him on the right in midfield. But he drops in as a number 10 at behind. Then Haaland will drag a defender, then Alvarez goes into the striker position. To be honest with you, thank God this Alvarez guy came to City because if he went to Liverpool, I think we're in trouble. If he does him at Liverpool in the front, also we could have been in trouble. I even told Arsenal we could have been in trouble. It's just that Haaland is Haaland, then Alvarez gets to play there. But to be honest with you, on his day, as much as I don't like him in midfield, on his day, sometimes he surprises you in midfield because I think he's just a football player like Nunes. Have you seen like how Nunes drops into the number 10 or goes to the wing and looks good? Some of these strikers are just football players, so it works out sometimes. Then next to him is always Bernardo Silva, who sits in with Rodri as a two. Then Alvarez will
Oh
always be in
yeah,
front of them.
yeah. I forgot about him.
Yeah,
Bernardo.
and he hates you guys somehow. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
he's not very gracious in defeat, is he? So
No,
He hates. You know,
only
there's
when
not our
only when
players
that
are
didn't
funny.
clap, when we
I
won the
know.
title, had to come to your stadium for the next game. Obviously, we're still half pissed when we play you lot. So um,
They
but,
will always say it's fuck.
yeah.
There's two players in our team. There's De Bruyne. He hates Arsenal. Every time
Mm.
he plays Arsenal, he hates them. Then there's Bernardo Silva who hates Liverpool. But you're right. I don't know why
Yeah,
he never
because
comes
you
to
know
you
what?
guys.
KDB grew up as a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why he hates Arsenal?
Yeah, yeah, he grew up. No, seriously, he grew up as a Liverpool fan. He did.
Yeah. I know. I know.
Remember,
Zinchenko.
what you
Zinchenko is
got
an
remember,
Arsenal fan.
what you got to remember with KDB, his parents at the day are English. His parents are English, and they went to Belgium, emigrated to Belgium,
Jesus
and
Christ. You missed out on the player England, didn't you?
huh?
You guys missed out on the player. You also missed out on Haaland, didn't you? Because Haaland could have played for England if there was opportunity.
Yeah. There's quite a few players. There's got quite a few like foreign players at the day. When you look at it, and they could have actually played for England. I mean, if you go right back, yeah, Ryan Giggs could have played for England. Do you know what I mean? He could have played for England, but he was told that he wasn't good enough to play for England, so then he chose Wales.
I think
Too
some of these players have been told quietly that maybe at the beginning they were told that they want the opportunity. You know what I mean? Quietly that time before they came. But sometimes that's it. What if you come to England and you don't do like? What if I don't know? Because Kevin De Bruyne could have still made it. I think some players are just good. Even Mourinho admitted it that the only reason why he got rid of Salah and De Bruyne is because he believed in mature players. He wanted the old mature players, as he called them men. That's what he said. Mourinho. That's why he let go of De Bruyne and Salah. But he said he knew they were stars. So
mm.
anyway,
You know what it is about Mourinho? Where Mourinho messed up was the fact that he had an open checkbook. You know what I mean? He had
but
open.
his squad was also too good. Let's be honest. Where was De Bruyne and Salah going to settle in that squad?
No, that's what. Do you know what it is at the day, right? What it is with Chelsea. At one time, they had the best academy. They had the
Yeah.
best academy one time. Because remember, at one time in the academy, they had De Bruyne, Lukaku, um, in Hazard, and his brother. They literally had bare man and they in it. But see what it is when you got bare money, when you got a lot of money like that, and you can buy whoever you want to buy, yeah. You then and they don't appreciate what you've got. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the fact that you can buy anybody you want. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So if this person and they doesn't progress as fast as like you want him to, do you understand what I'm saying? All right, sod that, man. You're going low and everything. I can buy another player I can buy 5 players like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what it was. And like Chelsea, and they literally did not know the gems that they had in their academy. They had some gems in that academy. Even when you sort of fast forward to now, yeah, like a couple of years ago, Tammy Abraham, do you know what I mean? Came from them academy, which is good. Tomore, do you know what I mean? From their academy, which is good. Do you know what I mean? Lamptey, do you know what I mean? From their academy, which is good. Do you understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I remember when they were throwing away Lamptey was during lockdown. I remember when they were announcing that Lamptey's coming from Chelsea and Chelsea fans were like, we don't even know who this kid is. But look how he blew up that time. I
I
would
know.
like to have Lamptey there.
I know. They just got bare gems in there, but because of them, they've got like a ton of money in it, ton of money. It's like, well, if that doesn't work out the way we want to work out, we just buy, get a lot. We can buy like 5 players like him in his position in the day. Do you know what I mean? And
City is the same though. City is also disappointing me because as much as City fans might say, oh, the quality of some of these players, I get it. We are competing and we're trying to keep up. But I remember when I was crying for Lavia, guys, Rhodes and Sadman, people laughed at me. When I said Lavia is a player, I said Vincent Company suggested this guy. This guy is gonna be a player. People are like, no, shush. We want Phillips to come in. Now that the same people were saying we want Lavia to come back, Phillips to go. Even the kid that we sent to Sheffield United, even the kid Liam Delap. I'm pretty sure if Liam Delap was in another team, he started as a striker. But guess what? We've dumped him to Hull City. Can you imagine? This was one of the best out there in City. People like this guy is the next is close to Haaland. Guess what? We dumped him at Hull City, and his career is just going down.
He's doing
So
well
we
at
are right about
as well.
yeah, he's doing well, but we gave him a 5-year contract because Pep said he saw a guy who can come back. But do we see that with Alvarez being 21 years old, Haaland being 21 years old? Haaland passed off. Sorry for the language, but Alvarez is 21. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I've got like Doku on the left, and I got Foden on the right.
Yeah, that's the team. Yeah.
And then you got Haaland, and they're going for the middle there.
I thought you were about to play it at a striker, maybe. Can I ask you two guys? Ask Statman here. Would you rather play as Alvarez as a striker against you guys or Haaland? Which one would you see as the easier challenge for Van Dijk?
It's difficult because Haaland, he's just in the box. He doesn't make any other runs. He is just on that 6-yard box. Whereas Alvarez, he's here, there, and everywhere. He's like a Duracell bunny. He just doesn't stop running, does he? So, I mean, if it was me, I think I'd rather play against Haaland because you know exactly where he's going to be. He's a proper striker. He gets most of his goals from inside the 6-yard box, near enough. So me, I'd rather play against Haaland than Alvarez. He's a World Cup winner as well. Don't forget. So he's a like you say, 21 years of age. Haaland's world class as well. Don't get me wrong, but I think Haaland would be easier to mark. He's not going to generally.
It would be easier, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to run it. Haaland's not, in all fairness, going to run in behind you. He's got pace, but I think Alvarez he's a different quality of player, and I think I would rather play against Haaland than an Alvarez.
Do you guys play a 4-3-3 or what? What do you play?
I think it's 10 and then 2. Like say the 3, then the number 10 behind what's his name, Haaland, then the 2 down the middle.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna play 3 at back against Liverpool. You're not doing that.
No. It's 4, 2 in the middle, 1, then 3 in the front.
You're 4.
Alvarez will play behind. He plays as the number 10.
4-2-3-1. Yeah. 4-2-3-1. Let me see. 4-2-3-1. Let me see something. Yeah. Let me see something. So we can check. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you see, Alvarez has to go where Jeremy Doku is.
Yeah.
So
he will go over here.
Yeah.
Right. And then obviously Joko will go to the left.
Yeah, Doku will be up front next to this, up front at the top.
And he will go here. Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere close behind the striker, yeah.
Okay, right. And then obviously he will come across here. Haaland will go up. Obviously here.
So Doku, you can also put him at the top next to you.
So then you got that there. Obviously Foden there, yeah. Foden on the right. So basically,
yeah, but the two wingers will push high next to Haaland.
Yeah. They'll be up. They'll be literally up like that.
Yeah. So that's it. Then the stretch. Then Alvarez operates connecting with Haaland. Apparently, according to Pep, the reason why he puts Alvarez there, he wants somebody close to Haaland.
Yeah. Well, then what you've actually got. You've got 3 guys supporting Haaland, isn't you? Really, when you think about it. Then you also got him as well. You got Bernard running from midfield.
Yeah, if those John Stones though, Bernardo Silva is sometimes taught to defend and go front. So he plays box to box. So it's basically both sides. But John Stones will tuck in, and then the 3 because we even played against you guys where Rico did it because apparently to Pep, Rico was the example the team needed because he kept on giving them that instruction. They kept on saying that's bullshit. So he made Rico play it against you guys to show them that this kid can do it. Why can't you? So that's when John Stones started checking in. Uh, Silly enough, and I think Pep is stubborn. Whether you guys think he's not going to play, he's going to go back with tucking in a defender, he's going to tuck in Akanji, and Akanji is not good with the ball. So if Klopp has been watching the videos, press Akanji in that midfield because he tells Akanji to go into that midfield when John Stones is not there. Funny thing is, Josko Vadio is unknown in the world as one of the best ball playing defenders. He used to be a midfielder and a striker. Pep says this kid is not ready enough to be trusted in midfield, but he trusts Akanji, who's not good on the ball. So that's the joy you can get if you press Akanji, because Akanji is horrible in the middle when Stones is not there.
Listen, it's a good side. Good side. And I mean, if I just go through it, so we're gonna have Edison in goal. Carl Walker's gonna be right back. Akanji and Ruben Neves will be your two centre back partnership. Guardiola is going to be your left back. The two sitting people, two people in midfield sitting. I think what you do is you play a double pivot. Do you know what I mean? You've got like Rodri and you've got Bernardo Silva. Then 10 spot goes to Julian Alvarez. On the left, Jeremy Doku. On the right, Phil Foden. And going through the middle, you've got Erling Haaland. Not bad. Not bad. Right. It's time for the Liverpool flex now.
I'm dying to see this because, as I said, I haven't watched you guys in a long time.
I'll let you take the lead. Stats. Obviously, we're going to have Alisson in goal. So that's...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, I saw your second keeper the other day playing for Ireland. He's very good at distribution.
Kelleher.
Very good at distribution.
All right, from left to right, what are we saying? From left to right.
So I actually think because Foden more than likely will be playing on that right-hand side to obviously our left, I think he may play Gomez at left back rather than Tsimikas.
Good shout.
Where is Robertson?
Gomez has been playing at left back. Or as he can play there. He started off at left back when he was signed by Brendan Rodgers, and he's got the pace as well. Whereas Tsimikas hasn't got the pace. I think Gomez can back himself with that pace as well, and you're going to need it with Foden. So I will play Gomez at left back, and he done that in the game against Luton as well. Granted, it's Luton Town, but for me, I think Gomez starts ahead of Tsimikas at left back.
Where is Robertson? You're not mentioning Robertson.
He's injured at the minute. He's injured. That's why.
He's injured.
Yeah, he's injured.
He's surgery, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not back till probably end of January.
This is got to be Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, yeah.
I hear he's back to his best.
Who? Van Dijk, yes. Quality.
Yeah, I've seen him. Who's his centre back partnership?
I think it depends because he's had a knock as well, hasn't he? So I think if he is fit, I think it will be Konate that will pair alongside Virgil van Dijk just for pace alone. If he's not, then it'll be Joe Matip.
Okay. Matip there.
And
you're right back.
Trent.
Okay, that's the only thing you can pick from it, anyway.
Yeah.
If you say obviously Gomez comes as a left back, Trent is going to be the only one played right back.
Yeah.
He's not going to be tucking into midfield with Doku that side.
Trent normally moves into the midfield, but I'm a bit wary if he does that against Doku because he'll have loads of space on that left-hand side, won't he? So it's a bit of a risk to do that.
Do you know what it is? That's why I think that he'll more likely play Tsimikas as See, it's a bit kind of thing, you know what I mean? 'Cause that means that the day that Trent lose out a spot. But I was thinking, it's beat hypothetically, yeah?
Mm.
Like he plays Trent left back and Gomez right back because of what you just said. He knows at the end of the day that Gomez is going to hold his position. Gomez ain't going to go forward too tough.
Gomez has been playing in that position when he's been right back there, hasn't he? He's been going into the midfield when we're on the ball like Trent normally does. So it's a risky strategy to do it against Manchester City. In all fairness, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Would Klopp go for somebody at the day that's going to hold their position, or would he go for the flair? Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't change it. I mean, he goes for attacking football, doesn't he? He doesn't really change it for anyone, to be honest. But that's why I think he will go with that back four. I think that doesn't change for me. The only thing is, if Ibu's fit, then he comes in ahead of Matip, I would have thought. But like I say, we don't know if he's fit or not yet.
I will keep. You know what it is in this game like this. I will play Matip for the experience.
Okay.
He's a very experienced person. So I think the pick that what you done with the Matip was a good pick. You know what I mean? Konate and Day. The thing about Konate, I do think Konate at the end of the day is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he can be a bit rash sometimes in big games like this. You know what I mean? And in games like this, you need somebody. You need people in your team at the day that can keep a cool head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not crack under pressure. Do you know what I mean? Or like, you know, having Matip there, that's me at the day. I will go along with that all day long. Okay. Let's go into midfield, okay? And we go from left to right.
So left, I think he'll probably play Curtis Jones over Gravenberch, I think.
Okay, that's a good shout. Good shout.
I think he bench Gravenberch.
Sorry?
Going to play Curtis Jones instead of Gravenberch?
I think so, yeah, because they're both coming back from injury as well. But yeah, I think Curtis Jones may get the nod on that left-hand side. I could be wrong. It could be Gravenberch, but I think, in all honesty, it more than likely will be Curtis Jones over Gravenberch.
Centre.
McAllister.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you are, top one.
There you go.
And then
it's
even
before used to have the Brighton side. It never had to do, but now it's just changed to Liverpool now.
I'm so happy you didn't get Caicedo, because putting Caicedo in that midfield of yours could have been trouble for everybody.
Yeah.
That could have been Rose. Supposed to like in as your 8. Up front. Now I'm going to ask you questions, that man.
Right? Yeah.
Luis Diaz is a good player, but I think that Luis Diaz he doesn't score as much. He doesn't score much goals for me, and his end product can be a bit weak, right? However, whenever you play not Foden, Jota. Whenever you play Jota on that left-hand side, game, he seems to get you goals. It will get you a goal too. Do you know what I mean? Do we go for Jota over Luis Diaz and keep Luis Diaz on the bench for this game?
For me, it's got to be Jota, Nunez, Salah.
Yeah, I agree.
Jota likes a goal against Man City, especially at the Etihad as well. So he does like a goal there. So yeah, Jota, Nunez, Salah.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. You know what I mean? I mean, no disrespect at them days, to Luis Diaz. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be sentimental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know at them days, Jota's got a goal in him. He's got a goal in him. He just plays. He's just got a goal in him, and he can't. Sorry.
I think he's very good in the air for somebody's height. People are very weak at headers. That's why I was very scared of Konate.
Yeah. It's like with him, he's good in the air and he's also good with his feet as well. So he's kind of like the complete footballer, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About it. And then you have Salah here.
Definitely.
Yeah. There you go, Salah. So basically, this is our team for Saturday.
Yeah.
Our team for Saturday is Allison in goal. Jones comes. Gomez comes in as left back.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk and Joe Matip was our centre back partnership. Trent Alexander on the right as right back. In midfield, from left to right, we got Curtis Jones. I can understand that, you know what I mean? Because he has got experience, do you know what I mean? And, Graham Bertrand, he's just come to the squad, you know what I mean? You know? So you want to go with experience, really, I suppose. McAllister, again, has got experience in the Premiership, you know what I mean? You know, with Brighton and so forth. So that's a good shout. The only thing about it in the day is that because he's not a proper DM, it can get a bit techie. It can get a bit techie, but hopefully he'll cope. Do you know what I mean? Szoboszlai, there's not a lot of superbities you can say about Szoboszlai. He's just a quality player in that right, and he's took him to this team like a duck to water. Do you know what I mean? So I get that. That's good. That's good for me. As I said up front, we got Diego Jota, which has got a goal with him. He's good with his head. He's good with his 2 feet as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I remember that cracking goal he scored against Arsenal in the League Cup. When you love the goalkeeper, what a goal! What a goal! What a goal! So you got Diego Jota, and then you got Darwin Núñez at the day coming off from the international duty, scoring 2 goals against Argentina. Do you know what I mean? When they beat Argentina. And listen, Darwin Núñez is that player at the day. He may not get your goal, but he'll work hard. He'll keep on working hard, and he'll make goals for other people. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's just chaotic. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what you can get for him. So I think Núñez at the day, you know, that's a good pick for a striker. And then obviously Mo Salah picks himself.
Yeah.
Because he's just like breaking records at the day. Time and time again, you know what I mean, just breaking records. It's just record break. And you know what, at the day, it's gonna be a dark day at the day when he decides, obviously, you know, to move. Do you know what I mean? So, Patrick, let me come to you and let me get some prediction from you.
I think it's going to be 3-2. I think
To
it's going to be
Liverpool,
2-2.
good man.
I don't know. This might end up a draw. As I said, I think it'll be blow for blow. All you're hoping in this game is your team is the one not sleeping, because I think whoever sleeps this day is going to be taken advantage of in a bad way. But I look at it as a 3-2 or 2-2, but I'm leaning more to 2-2. I think it's going to be just a cancel draw. I think it'll be one of those where Klopp and Pep just decide, you know what, let's just take the draw. Because this time of the season is not a time to go guns blazing to City or Liverpool. You know, this is not the time.
Who's your danger player on the day?
What we said, opposition side.
But your player. I'm talking about your team first, and then I'll go obviously.
To be honest with you, I would say Doku, but I think Liverpool are going to have to be careful with Alvarez. And I've noticed most teams are doing it. They're keeping Alvarez quiet. What was happening is during the first times when Alvarez was playing behind Haaland, they were forgetting Alvarez, focusing on Haaland. And what was happening is, if you see all his goals and all his assists were coming during that time, it's only now managers have started putting somebody on Alvarez to stop him, to stop the Pep's plan. So for me, I think if Alvarez is on wakes up very well and you guys don't control him, I think Alvarez would cause you more trouble, especially because of his energy and the channel he takes between the midfielders and the striker, between the midfield and the defense, or your defense. I think he's the one who's going to cause a lot of trouble. But obviously, if Trent decides to have a vacation against Doku, this is not the time to let Doku in that box. Because sometimes I don't even Dogum says himself says sometimes he doesn't even know what dribble he's doing, like what basically he's doing, and you can see it's freestyle football. Obviously, Rich James pocketed him, so maybe trying to pocket him. You never know.
Mm-mm. Okay, okay. The player obviously from Liverpool that you're fearing. You know what I mean? That you feel that they can give you trouble on Saturday.
Or myself.
Yeah, I'm there for a player at the day that you feel that the day that can give
Oh, I think
Liverpool,
I
Man
think Darwin Nunes. I think Darwin Nunes, as much as he won't score or he doesn't score much, I think he's a handful to defenses because he's got the body, but he's also got the speed, and he can make runs. And those runs are the ones sometimes Salah needs, and are the ones the wingers need. Hopefully, Klopp doesn't go crazy and start playing him as a winger like he did last time against us. But I think Darwin Nunes, with the movement he has, will cause us trouble. Salah, funny enough, usually has a quiet game against us, but it's just one moment. He just gets one moment, and that's all he needs. So I am looking towards Darwin Nunes, and to be honest with you, when Stanman put Darwin Nunes in that striking position, it's more scary for me than seeing Jota because Jota also want to do what Darwin does. I've noticed Jota is more take the ball outside the box, try to dribble, but Darwin Nunes will get in the box, get out of the box, go to the wing, go to the left wing, left right wing, but he always makes the runs in behind. And with Ruben Diaz, sometimes he struggles with a very fast striker who is physical. You know what I mean?
mm, mm. Okay, Statman, score predictions.
I mean, we all know what we're like for a 12:30 kickoff, especially after the international break. We're not great. Our record's very, very poor when it comes to 12:30 kickoffs. I think Wolves was the last 12:30 away victory that we had. That was this season, but before that, you're going back a little bit as well. But I think Jurgen Klopp said it's Liverpool 2.0 at this moment in time. I mean, it's a complete rebuild of that midfield, and I'm very, very shocked at how well we've came on in such a short space of time. But I think we're a different animal this season. I really do. I think it will be a very, very tight game, and I think there will be goals in it. So I'm going to go for. I mean, if you'd asked me this straight away, I'd say I'd take a point all day long and just say thank you very much. Next game, please. So I mean, I'm going to go with another 2-2 draw. I see it being a high scoring draw, and I'll take that all day long. 2-2.
So you're saying Desmond Tutu?
Desmond 2-2, yeah.
I've got. You know what? I've gone for 2-1. I've gone for 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1. I've gone for 2-1 Liverpool. Who is the danger player for Man City that you fear?
That I fear, Foden.
For this game, yeah, for this game.
Foden in a heartbeat. He's just he's an absolute quality player. The ball just sticks to his feet, and he is a massive danger. So yeah, Foden for me. I mean, Man City have got so many different quality players, but for me, Foden is a standout. But again, you could say quite a few. Doku against Trent, Foden against Gomez or Tsimikas, whoever it may be. It could be one on the wings. You never know. But yeah, Foden for me.
Yeah. Liverpool. Who was our standout player for Liverpool that you feel that can really do something on Saturday?
I think I agree, which it doesn't happen very often that I agree with Patrick there. But I'm gonna agree with him here with Nunes, and I think for me, Nunes, he's got everything. He can. He's heading abilities there. His shots, he'll just literally take a shot from anywhere. If he's got a chance, if he's got a bit of space, he's not afraid to hit it and to take a shot early. He'll shoot from anywhere. So for me, I think obviously everyone always goes for Salah and stuff like that. But for me, Nunes has been fantastic this season. Doesn't get enough credit when you look at other so-called rejects, as they were calling Nunes last season. Obviously, Anthony doesn't seem to get a mention. Or should I say Marcus Rashford? You know what I mean? So for me, Nunes doesn't get the plaudits that he deserves. I think he's been fantastic this season, and him and Salah linking up together. you've seen how many assists that Salah, Nunes has got for Salah that since he's been there as well. I think he's got 7, or he might even have 8 or 9 assists that he's assisted Salah as well. So for me, Nunes all day long.
Cool. Okay, we come to the end of the show. So Patrick, okay, please tell the viewers at the day where they can find you and what you got coming up on your channel, my friend.
Oh yeah, my channel has been in and out, been quiet. Then it came back again this week because I'm on holidays. But you can find me on the True City Fan channel. It will be changed to True City Fans very soon because I want it to be a very open channel because I have a lot of City fans. I founded them, by the way, and they,
Where did you find them?
all 6 of us will gather. All the stadium will gather. I'm pretty sure I'll fit on the camera. So we have a show on Friday uh, at 10 o'clock. It might not happen now because a lot of channels are saying come on the channel. So maybe I might change it and do a lineup show. That's when I do a show before the game. But we'll see anyway. So find me there, subscribe. I know Ravi is already there. Olaf is already there, and he's always been on the channel. And a few other people I've seen in the comments are already on the channel. But big up, thank you for having me, and Stuntman, thank you for. Good to see you again. I see you've become a full-time troll now. Why I've left that life, you've taken over that life.
Listen. You know what, Patrick? It's a pleasure that you came on my show, and I hope at the day there'll be many more shows that we can do together. Do you know what I mean? I find you sort of like an upbeat and really bubbly person. Do you know what I mean? That brings that good energy to sort of like channels. Do you know what I mean? That you're on. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Don't run away from the reaction videos, though.
Huh?
Don't run away from the reaction videos.
No, but not wrong. Listen, you know what it is. You know what it is today. Yeah. I have to sort of like kind of like I have to sort of like make myself there. I have to make myself there, whether we win or lose. I have to make myself available. Do you know what I mean? So listen, win or lose, if you want me on your channel and they for reaction and they just holler at mans, and everything, and I will be there. You know what I mean? I'll have to bite my tongue for some of the things I want to say, but I trust me, my friend, I'll be there. But you know, it's always a pleasure having my show. Last time you was on my show, the Red and Blue one, we had a blast. It was great fun. Do you know what I mean? So it's great to obviously have you back again after all that time. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully be many more to come. Do you know what I mean? Statman, can you please tell the viewers where they can find you and also what you got coming up, my friend?
Yeah, so you can find me Statman Stubbs Football Channel. I have sort of like taken a back seat just for work commitments, working full-time job and stuff. So I've cut it really quite back. I'm just doing predictions and watch-alongs at the moment just for work commitments. But next show is the watch-along for the Man City game. So I'll be live at 12 midday on Saturday for the watch along. If anyone wants to come and watch it, then by all means come and join in, say hello. But yeah, Rod's, always a pleasure coming on your channel, mate. Always love it. Always love the banter. And obviously Patrick's a good sport. We always have a good banter and good laugh. It is all a laugh at the end of the day, and it is much respect from two great sides. So yeah, love it.
Yeah, there needs to be many more fans at the end of the day. Tell that shit now. There needs to be there needs to, all joking aside, there needs to be many more fans like Patrick. He's a great guy. Guys, at the day, listen, big up to everybody in the chat. Big up Tom, big up Brian, big up Marion, big up Ravi, and everybody else in the chat. Okay, thank you for joining me this evening. If you're going to watch this on a replay, I'm big up Brian as well. Can't say it. Big up Brian. He says, great guest. Yep, great guest.
Thank you.
That is true. Listen, if you're going to watch this on a replay, which you are now, you're going to now because we're going to finish. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, please at the end of the day, hit me up in the comment section. Let us know whether you agree with our opinions tonight. You know what I mean? And stuff. But most of all, keep it respectful. You know what I mean? Keep it respectful. Because remember at the end of the day, we're doing a job here. trying to bring you sort of like entertainment. Do you know what I mean? That's why I got wonderful guests like Patrick on here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, so keep respectful, but send me a comment. Also as well, I should have some. I should be getting my members option sorted out very, very soon. I should be sorted out very soon. In fact, I might do that tomorrow or later on tonight if I can't sleep. But I'm gonna get that sorted out, and then hopefully next week I'll have some a few members videos and stuff, and yeah, to keep you entertained. You know what I mean? Nothing too extravagant, obviously, for the first sort of like fee. It'd be something like £3 or something like that. £3. I mean, what's £3? You know what I mean? So yeah, get involved. When I have it up there to join, get involved. You know what I mean? So now I am going to make a move now. Do you know what I mean? Thank you to everybody that joined me. Thank you to my guests as well. My guests were awesome. Do you know what I mean? It's been a minute since me and Statman's done a show as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I know he works incredibly hard on his channel, incredibly hard. You know what I mean? So listen, I back his channel 100%. If I can't sort of like watch his show, I always make sure I would hit a like. Do you know what I mean? I would hit a like. Do you know what I mean? Does incredible work. So guys, all I've got to say is peace, love, and respect, and I'll see you. It probably be. I might do a show tomorrow. But if I don't do a show tomorrow, you will see me on Saturday for the watch along show starting at 12:10. Do you know what I mean? Early kickoff. Again, do you know what I mean? That's something we never talked about tonight, but I don't want to go into that. I'll just start ranting. But yeah, guys, peace, love, and respect. Peace. You're so shameless.